Welcome to today's episode of David vs. Goliath, a podcast dedicated to helping small businesses leverage technology to not only help them compete against their large competitors, but win. Your host is currently the CEO of Anthem Business Software, a three-time Inc. 500 recipient, and a serial entrepreneur with a passion to help small businesses everywhere find, serve, and keep more customers profitably. Please join me in welcoming your host, Adam DeGraide.
Hey everyone, it's Adam DeGraide with another amazing edition of the David vs. Goliath podcast. Happy New Year. 2023 is here. I'm psyched out of my mind. It's going to be a fantastic year of great interviews and a lot of great advice. I was actually over the holidays listening to a lot of some of the previous episodes, and I found so many gems. And I talked about this. I want to start creating some shorter episodes that have highlights of some of the interviews that I've done, and even maybe break up some of the longer ones into smaller interviews as well, too, or smaller segments, so people can get a bite-sized portion, move on, and even maybe have more of them. Well, that's what we're going to do today. Today's episode is brought to you by AutomateMySocial.com, where if you're a small business, you can automate 90 to 100% of all your social media and never have to think about it again. It's unbelievable. One business that recently signed up said that they're saving over $45,000 a year simply by switching to AutomateMySocial.com. Go check it out today. You will not be disappointed. Also, visit DavidVSGoliathPodcast.com. There you can watch previous episodes. Also, sign up to receive our newsletter. And you can also apply to be on the podcast. Over the holidays, we finally started getting some great applications going. I think people get into a little hiatus towards the end of the year and towards the beginning of the year. And now we're all coming out of our funk, getting ready to rock it and have some fun with it. And that's exactly what's going to be happening this year. Some great interviews are scheduled to be recorded over the next several days. So stay tuned for that. Well, I want to go back to episode number 3, which is actually with Ryan Mccackrin from ISU RMAC. We discussed some of the most amazing things in this episode. And I'm actually titling it, Get Up, Make Your Bed. Here's a little piece of it from Ryan Mccackrin and Adam DeGraide. Episode 3, if you're interested. Enjoy. So Ryan, one of the things I talk about all the time is when David, the shepherd boy, went out to slay Goliath, and Saul offered him his sword, his body shield, and David's like, I don't need that. I got 5 smooth stones. The 5th smooth stone I talk about all the time is courage. It takes a lot of courage to run your own business, or to start your own business, or in your case, take over an existingly successful business and try to keep it successful. When you think of courage, how do you define it for yourself, and how do you portray it to the people in your business, and what do you hope that they portray in return?
Well, I think, defining courage is getting up every day and getting the job done and going to work and making sure you're doing whatever you can to improve your spot in life. And so that's courage is just built upon that. And you hope to emulate that for your staff and for the people around you, and that they'll do the same thing, because the better they get, the better the business gets, and we all benefit from that. So just being able to get up and be there sometimes.
By the way, you said get up. It's so funny because I was talking with Tyler last week, and he was talking about Jordan Peterson's book, another 12 Rules for Living or something like that. Chapter 1 is get up, make your bed. I mean, like, that's step 1 is just getting up. And see, people don't really appreciate this, Ryan. Like, even though you have an existing business that's been successful over the years, those that are listening right now and watching this podcast, they maybe have never made a payroll before. That's a scary thing for anybody in existing business or somebody who just wants to start out. That's a heavy responsibility, man. Like, when you wake up and you put on your shirt in the morning, the CEO of ISU RMAC, there's 20 plus people that are relying on you and your sister and your mom and a whole family business, right? And so it's bigger than just your family. You think about all the people that have been blessed over the years because of ISU RMAC. All the employees that you've worked with and their extended families. These are things that people don't think about or don't really appreciate it about small business. But what fires me up about small business is because we are the backbone of this country and we are the backbone of this economy. And if we don't have courage to get up and slay that giant of ourselves, who else is going to do it? Right?
Yeah, no, we got to. And I think that that's just the key, is just getting up. I like the analogy of making your bed, because when I was in high school, that was the one thing, my psychology teacher taught us, is how to prepare your brain for the day. It's as simple as making your bed. And it's worked, my entire life. That really. Do you
do that? Do you get up every day and make your bed right away?
Yeah. You got to make your bed. I'm
going to have to check with your wife on this to see if this is actually.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's important, You don't
have a big staff of just people that come in and clean your house every day?
No. I wish. No, we do it ourselves. But no, I think it's just, it's something that triggers in your brain psychologically, to making your bed. It just prepares you for your day. And I think that that's always been key. Just getting up and doing it and being there. A lot of times, the reason that we have met with success and acquired some of the accounts that we have is because we were there. And if you're not there, you can't get it. You can't get that big account.
Hold on, say that again. The reason why he got the accounts was because they were there. And you can't win if you're not there, and you can't be there without the courage to get up and be there. I love that, man. That is fantastic. Man, that is profound advice, especially what Ryan said at the end as well, too. So number one, you got to have courage. Number two, you got to get up, make your bed. You have to have action in your life. And one of the things that he talked about is it sets yourself mentally to be prepared for what the day will hold. Because if you're not mentally there, you can't win if you're not there. And so I love it. I think it works in business. I think it works in our personal lives. Let's get up. Let's make our bed. Let's get to work. Let's make 2023 the best year ever. This has been Adam DeGraide, your host of David versus Goliath podcast. I'll see you next week. Have an awesome day.
Do you own a business? Do you have or need a social media presence? If you are like most businesses, you spend either no time or too much time and money on your social media strategy, spending thousands of dollars per month only to get mediocre and inconsistent results. This leads to frustration and, in some cases, sleepless nights. Introducing AutomateMySocial.com. Automate 90% of your social media and never have to think about it again. That's right. Automate your business's social media posting and strategy like forever. Automate the essentials and customize only what's needed. Save time, save money, and get better results with AutomateMySocial.com. Our patent-pending technology gives you the ability to automatically create your social post and distribute them immediately, like in seconds, across all your social media platforms. Stop the madness of paying someone to create, post, and manage your strategy, and let our software do the work, so you don't have to. Oh, and if you're an agency or social media manager, you too can let our software do all the work, and you can get all the credit. It will be our little secret. With AutomateMySocial.com, you can have it all. It's easy to use, never complains, and never asks for time off or more benefits. See this amazing new software application at AutomateMySocial.com. If you own a business or manage client social media and want to save time, energy, money, all while increasing your return on investment, then let's get this party started at AutomateMySocial.com.